Hello.
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you. Can you hear me?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
great.
Now it's
Wonderful.
fine. Mhm.
Okay. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. I was busy with
Okay.
my school, and after completing my school, like I'm here
Okay.
to attend this
Okay. Okay.
session.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. Considering we are meeting for the first time, I would want to
Yes.
know more about you. So if you can introduce yourself, please.
Okay. Thanks for giving me this honor. My name is Pramila Vijayan. I'm a teacher by profession, and I have been in
Mhm.
this industry of education for the last 20 years. And still, I
Hmm.
teach in government schools in Delhi,
Hmm.
and I take English as my teaching subject for up to
Hmm.
secondary classes.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
I have done my master's in education and also in English. I have cracked my net in English,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm mother to two.
Hmm.
Now, besides
Okay.
this, I love to spend time in with nature. Like I
Hmm.
cherish gardening, reading books
Hmm.
also,
Hmm.
and also to organize my home.
Hmm. Excellent. Great.
Nowadays,
Wonderful.
yes, I am
Hmm.
building this type of hobby. Like I have a small budding YouTube channel, so I love to interact with different people from different walks of life. And
Okay.
I also feel that privilege. Like I get that experience how people are
Hmm.
trudging their way to reach their goal.
Hmm. Hmm. Great. Wonderful. I'm so happy hearing that you're into so many creative things, and it's wonderful how you have not just been doing things to keep yourself busy, rather, you're enjoying the journey,
Yes,
uh,
I love.
right?
Like
Yes.
teaching
Great.
for me, teaching is my passion. Though
Hmm.
I face some challenges in that sometimes, but
Hmm. Hmm.
on the other hand, it is rewarding also in such
Hmm. I
situations.
agree. I completely agree with you because it's been a few years since I have been in the same profession, and
Hmm.
I completely agree with you. It feels rewarding when you have a wonderful conversation with a student, irrespective of the age, right?
Yes.
And you
So,
get to learn something from someone or the
mhm.
other, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. You wanted to ask me something?
I was asking how old are you?
Okay, I may look extremely young, ma'am, but actually I'm not.
Ha, ha.
Yes. So that is
So
how it becomes a bit difficult for people to guess, but
deceptive. Yes, yes.
yes, yes, that's true. Right. So I would like to ask you the reason why you decided to join English Shari for the sessions.
Just to brush up my skills, to get that, like, I need some competent person with
Hmm.
whom I can interact, or like, if you are, what I feel is communication is a skill. If you
Hmm.
use it, it's good. Otherwise, you lose it.
Correct. Absolutely. You're right.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
This is something, or not just English, but any language for that matter. It's very
Yes,
important to stay in touch with the language by constantly working on it. And that
of
is how we
course.
would feel confident with it,
Hmm.
right? Yes. Great. Wonderful. I'll introduce myself now. My name
Yeah,
is
sure,
Neha
sure.
Manjunath. I hail from a city called Mysore, which is in Karnataka. I have been a virtual tutor for over 3 years and an
Okay,
offline educator for children for 2 years. So, this is about
okay,
me. Yes.
okay. And what
Yes.
about your age? Like, what is the secret behind your this glowing skin?
No, I just try to keep my diet very clean,
Uh-huh.
and I try to work on the basics like sleep, and trying to look out for more of glimmers. So, glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So,
Okay.
triggers, as you know, they tend to trigger us in a negative way,
Mm-hmm.
whereas
Mm-hmm.
the aspects which genuinely helps you feel better, they are called as glimmers.
Okay.
So, I
Like you
try
are
to look up
talking about an aspect of food intake.
not just food. So glimmers could be, let's say, if I love spending time in nature because it
Hmm.
makes me feel better mentally
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, right? So that becomes
Hmm.
a glimmer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be having good food as well, which is nutritious and good. It automatically becomes a glimmer because what you eat, it actually affects the way
Reflects.
you feel. Not just
Yes.
reflects, but it also contributes for the way you feel, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Very true.
Yes, yes. So I try to look out for the glimmers and try to include them every day.
Like you have just stated only one thing, that is like spending time with nature or taking some
Yes,
natural basic
yes,
things in your
yes,
diet. Beside
yes.
that, what other things are that they like
Getting good
important?
Getting good sleep has been
Yes,
a factor, a
yes.
non-negotiable aspect for me.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
I completely believe that for any individual, irrespective of their age, when they get quality hours of sleep, it directly affects their productivity, mood,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
how they generally feel and respond throughout the day.
Yeah, very
Yes,
nice.
yes, yes.
And like if we talk about
Mm,
weather, like weather
mm,
is nowadays it is
mm.
unpredictable. Like
Correct.
what type of weather you are facing in Mysore?
So I am not residing in Mysore. So
Okay,
I have been in a profession where I've been moving places. So
okay.
currently the place I am in, it is quite hot there,
Hmm.
and it's a dry weather for now. And I think
Mm-hmm.
the climate change has picked up in almost every region of our country.
Yes,
So
yes,
you suddenly see there is rain and showers one evening, and the next day there's
hmm.
sudden rise in temperature,
Yes.
right? Yes. How is it at the place you are located in?
Basically, I'm from Delhi, but I'm residing in Haryana after marriage.
Okay, okay,
Y-
okay. Hmm.
So it is nowadays like April, May, June, they are very hot. Like it
Right.
gradually the mercury rises.
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
But now, like last summer, it was very different. Though we have the mercury level rises in like in every summers, but there is a different kind of uh, wind
Hmm.
motion is there, that
Hmm.
east to west, that affects a lot
Hmm.
weather here.
Correct.
So we feel
Absolutely.
humid also, and like
Hmm.
even AC air conditions, they we feel that they are not working.
Correct. Yes, this is something that I've heard from a lot of people who have been
Hmm.
residing in northern part of India for many years. They
Yes,
have
yes.
been facing this challenge and they are not sure how to deal with this. Right?
Yes, right,
Yes.
right.
Mm.
But otherwise,
Yes.
like
Mm.
throughout the year, we face different seasons.
Correct.
That is, we have pleasant winters also, but
Correct.
chilly Jan is also there.
Yes. Correct. Correct. I
Monsoons
have.
are also very like
Yes.
consistent rain we have on some days.
Hmm, correct. Yes, I have been in northern part of India, especially during winters, and it was unbearable for me,
Yes, yes.
considering most of the years I resided in tropical climate areas.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it becomes unbearable for me.
Yes. So can we
Yes.
discuss this topic further, like in terms of English language?
Hmm.
Like
So
we
the
can just.
topic, yes. So we have a topic assigned for today's session. You can
Uh-huh.
take a look at it. You can open the
Yes,
session notes.
I had a glimpse of that. What is that?
Yes,
Where is?
yes. So this topic does not necessarily narrow down to the cars, but we could
Mm-hmm.
also have general conversations around cars because they play an important role in terms of how our living has been or our dependence has been upon it, right? So, in that
Mm-hmm.
context, we could discuss, right?
Hmm.
Or
Right, right.
we could have a general conversation as well after some time. So,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to go ahead with?
No, I was
Hmm,
just thinking that
hmm,
ki, like
hmm,
as we are discussing weather, can we have some
hmm,
terms
hmm,
related to weather? Can we discuss
hmm.
that? Idioms
Okay.
or some
Hmm,
adjectives related to weather?
hmm. We could do that. But generally, what I feel is that when we start having free flow conversations, that would automatically lead us to discovering a lot of words, right? But when we deliberately try to look out for it, maybe, it becomes a bit challenging that way. So, what we could
Okay.
do is we'll have a bit of conversation based on the session notes. And
Okay.
if we feel we are hitting a dead end, then of course we can come back to a general conversation. We could take it
Okay.
that way. Because this is
Okay.
generally the approach I always have with my learners,
Hmm.
especially when I'm meeting them for the first time.
Hmm.
Right? Okay.
Right. Right.
All right. So, coming to the session topic, now, when I talk about cars, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So, what is your take on it? Are you somebody who likes cars? Or if yes, then which sort of cars? Did you ever think of owning your own car? You could talk about your childhood dreams if they are in context of this, what we are discussing. You could share them.
I'm very much fond of cars, luxury cars or sports cars, also SUVs. I
Okay.
own, like till now I have
Hmm.
owned two cars. Like basically,
Hmm.
first was gifted my father, and
Hmm.
second one also some initial amount was paid
Hmm.
by my father.
Hmm.
Rest
Hmm.
I had
Hmm.
took that loan.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I I'm not fond of driving yet. I love that due to
Hmm.
my necessity. But
Hmm.
it is
Hmm.
always my dream to have luxury cars, and I'm always
Right.
looking for like whatever new additions we are having, or some new invention is there in some models.
Hmm.
I love to read about them and to know
Hmm.
about that. Yes.
Great. Wonderful. Okay.
Mhm.
So that way, what has been the latest update about any car which caught your attention or you were fascinated by it generally?
No, recently I didn't had some like update on any
Hmm.
model, but
Hmm.
yes, like I always keep on searching.
Hmm.
Last year I was reading some newspaper, and
Hmm.
in that they were
Hmm.
like AI is now
Hmm.
there
Correct.
in every car, so it
Correct.
is taking a being as a main component,
Correct. You're right.
and how they are like auto drive is
Hmm.
built in some cars.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
and
Hmm.
if we talk about like fuels, now electric
Hmm.
vehicles are in
Hmm.
formation. Everybody is going to purchase someday or later
Hmm.
these vehicles.
Hmm.
But I basically like prefer what Rolls or basic they
Ah,
vintage cars.
yes, I was coming to that. So you mean to say vintage cars, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, I completely agree with you. I am somebody who loves going back in time, and I would want to experience all these wonderful things that our predecessors would have had, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I always love to watch some podcast or something that reveals the
Hmm.
type of Rajasthan Royals. They
Hmm.
car collections, and
Correct.
Gujarat. I don't remember
Correct.
the name.
Hmm.
Some surname is there, na? Like Gujarat
Hmm.
royal family. They,
Okay. Okay.
they also own a good variety of collection good of
Hmm.
these expensive
Hmm.
cars.
Hmm. Correct, absolutely, yes. And it's very
Hmm.
fascinating how most of the states of India have very interesting history in connection to automobile, right? How it developed, or how in olden days they would use the car, especially the Britishers. How did they use it? What did they use it for? Right? It's very fascinating that way.
Yes.
Yes.
Nowadays, like what are they in Rajasthan, Ajmer, or they rent their cars for wedding
Hmm.
ceremonies for these people
Hmm.
involved.
Correct. Correct.
What is
Yes.
that royal dynasty name? I'm
I
missing
am
that
not.
name.
I'm not sure actually.
Uh,
Unfortunately.
Ajmer, like maybe from Ajmer, the royal families.
Okay.
Jaisalmer and Ajmer, they are their
Okay.
places.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Yes.
missing his name.
Yes. And apart from that, I've also seen there have been certain restaurants and places where they've displayed those cars as well,
Yes, yes,
which
yes, yes, yes.
shows the rich culture and heritage rooted in terms of this aspect as well,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
It's truly fascinating to be around them.
So earlier, like it was a
Mm,
basic necessity, I would say, but
mm.
privilege to uh, privilege to rich people. But nowadays, a common
Correct.
people can also own a car.
Correct, absolutely. And I feel this concept of a common man getting access to the concept of having a car as a luxury or at least
Mhm.
as a necessity would go back to Ratan Tata bringing in the concept of
Yes,
having a nano, right?
nano. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. The most cute car which was introduced on the Indian roads, and
Hmm.
I think yes.
After that, two more models are on the road nowadays. One is
Okay.
from MG Morris
Hmm.
Garage. It is
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
two-seater car, small
Hmm.
compact car,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I think it is electric vehicle, maybe
Oh,
running on electricity.
interesting.
Yes, and
Interesting.
one of in my neighbor there is also one vehicle, electric vehicle.
Hmm.
Like it's
Hmm.
look like batsman's. It batsman's luxury car. I don't know the exact
Oh,
model.
okay. Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Cyber truck. Yes.
Well, thanks to the children who are always advanced, right?
Yes. Me
Who
and my son,
exactly
we,
know.
yes, I and
Right.
my son, we have that common like about cars.
Okay. Okay. So that is how he was quick to add to your point, right?
Yes, yes.
Interesting. I always admire children for their swiftness of adding ideas.
Hmm,
Right? Great. But
right.
along with the concept of so many cars being accessible to the people, especially in our country, uh, with it also comes the problem of pollution,
Of
or
course.
right, or other problems in terms of spending a lot of money for the maintenance or the unexpected accidents that happen. So, what's your take on these aspects?
Of course, like everyone, like in earlier times, only richest were having, yeah, rich people were having this privilege about owning a
Mm,
car. Nowadays,
mm,
every member want to own his own personal car.
mm, mm, mm,
So nowadays, like if we
mm,
take a look at common people, family, middle class people,
mm,
uh, they they also have around 3 to 4 cars in their home.
mm, mm.
So of
Correct.
course it is harmful for our human, like to our humankind.
Mm, mm, mm.
Like
Right.
I am from Delhi and now it is overpopulated, always congest. I feel like I face that
Mm,
congestion everywhere
mm, mm.
because it is overcrowded by vehicles,
Correct.
cars.
Absolutely. Yes. In fact, that was the next point that I wanted to ask you. That I think Delhi and other metro cities are facing this
Yes,
as a major concern, where
yes, yes.
the roads are filled, or rather overfilled, with cars, and
Mm-hmm.
it's unimaginable how to even control it or bring it down. Right?
Yes,
Mm,
because it is like a pressure is on everybody to reach
mm,
their workplace on time or before time.
correct.
So
Yeah.
if in a family, both
Mm,
husband wife are working, they need to be present on their different places
mm,
on this scheduled time. So they
correct.
need different vehicle to go
Mm.
there.
Correct. Absolutely. It's a rat
But
race.
rat race about, like rat race, of course, reaching to their
Yes.
workplace is a rat race.
Yes. 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 Correct. Absolutely. Yes. And you wanted to add something to that? You were about to
Uh,
say something. Hmm.
yes, there is comparison also in Bargia's class. Like if
Hmm.
our neighbor is owning this, we should have better than
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. Correct.
So it it is a hole in our pocket then. Like we
Correct.
try to get own some expensive car that
Mm,
we cannot afford
correct.
due
Absolutely.
to
Yes.
uh, due to our like
Mm,
pressure, society pressure, or our peer group pressure. We need to show
absolutely.
them to make, so that is very much not good for our human beings and even for our environment.
Correct.
Now all the
Absolutely.
fuels, fossil fuels, they are
Mm,
extinguishing. Why we are switching
yes.
to electricity? That is due
Mm,
to lack of
mm.
this petroleum.
Correct, correct. Yet again, I think with this comes the question that whether electric bikes and cars are they affordable for people in our country, right? That is something questionable, I feel,
Hmm.
right?
But
So,
soon
what
they
is
will
your
get
take on that?
a new
Mm,
model where can we have that
mm,
economical version of these
mm,
expensive vehicles.
mm. Correct. Yes,
Hmm.
and not to forget, there are many apps which have introduced the concept of cabs, right? So that
Yes,
automatically adds more cars on the roads.
of course.
Uh, to,
Yes,
to
yes.
some extent, it may make our life easier, but not for
Hmm.
the environment or for
Yes,
the
yes.
chaos which has already been created by us, right?
Yes, like
Hmm.
it is said, na, ki if you are using science according to your will, that is good. But when science or technology is using you, that is going
Hmm.
to harm you in return.
Correct, correct. Absolutely, yes. And I believe if we start something, we should always be prepared for the consequence of it,
Of
right?
course. Hmm.
Yes. So the consequence could be good or it could be bad. We should be
Hmm.
prepared either way and look out for a sustainable solution which helps all of
Hmm.
us, right?
Hmm. Right, right.
Yes, yes, all right. Great. We would have had more conversation around this,
Hmm.
and I was so impressed that you are into cars and you like to read and know more about it, which is something which fascinated me, I would say. Which is
But you
great.
didn't reveal your preference in vehicles or cars.
Okay, so I am somebody who's old school. Like I partially added to your point that I would love to go back in time and experience the joy of having the simple rides of life, right? It could be
Hmm.
as simple as having a Tonga ride as well,
Oh my God.
right? So I'm
So you
somebody
won't
who is
be able
very
to
old
reach
school.
any place then. You won't be
No,
able to
of
reach any
course,
place.
of course, of course. I what I believe is that if I want to have such a ride, I would want to thoroughly enjoy it. Is what I mean. But if
Hmm.
it has to take me in a faster way, then of course I would opt for public transport, or I would try to plan my schedule in such a manner that I reach on time and also not make it cumbersome for myself
Hmm.
and for
Hmm.
others, right? Because
Hmm.
planning also makes a lot of difference for all of us,
But
right?
your planning fails if you are living in metro city like Delhi.
No, I have actually lived in metro as well
Okay.
for a couple of years. So I have, I did run late a couple of times, and I realized it's purely because I did not plan my day well. Yes. So, which is why I think most of the days we can get along with it better, I feel, with just planning.
Hmm.
That's what I
Yes,
feel,
yes.
right?
Very well
Yes.
said. Yes.
Yes, yes. Great. Wonderful, Miss Pamela. Before I conclude the session, as you know, it is important for me to share
Feedback.
feedback with you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Firstly, I must say that you are a confident speaker, and that can be said, without thinking, because you have already been in this profession for many years, and you have developed that confidence to interact with various age group people with confidence. That's great.
Hmm.
However, what I feel is that you tend to use filler words often. For example, the
Hmm.
word like,
Hmm.
which you tend to use it very often, and you could avoid using just and as a conjunction, but you